Good morning. I'm Lee Downey. I'm Director of Economic and Community Development for the City of Richmond, and I just want to thank everybody for joining us here on this non-rainy, great day on Broad Street. And it's a great place to be on this special day. First, I'd like to start off by thanking Matt Bowserman for letting us come together today for this special event in this great property on Broad Street. Richmond continues to grow and transform, and there's no better place than to see that right here on Broad Street where we stand. From the small cafe to the artist loft across the street to the high-rise on the corner across the street, new life's being breathed into this corridor every day. This is a gateway to our wonderful city. We think about gateways as places you get off the highway, places you come into the city. This is a gateway for the city of Richmond. With our convention centers, our hotels, City Hall, the state capitol, this is a gateway. The city, with our partners and stakeholders, has developed numerous programs and incentives to nurture this amazing transformation. And a key word there is being partners. For a transformation like this, you can't do this kind of thing alone. And therefore, we need help from everyone. We need the business owners, we need the citizens, we need partners to make this transformation happen. And I'm not going to stand up here and talk too long. What I'd like to do is to invite Mayor Dwight Jones up to talk about that partnership and some special news that we have today. Mayor?
Well, good morning, everybody, and this is another exciting day in our city and an opportunity to talk about some wonderful partnerships that we have with the great philanthropic community that we have in our city. And so it's a delight to be able to come today and to thank Altria for its generous contribution of $200,000. That's applause right there. And that money is going to be used for murals and marketing and facade restoration in this area. And Altria has been such a wonderful partner for us in providing support and resources to make sure that Richmond is the best Richmond and that our downtown, which is the front door to our city, continues to grow and continues to be enhanced. I can't say enough about Altria. Just stood with Marty Barrington, the president, a few weeks ago now, in the renaming of the Landmark Theater to the Altria Theater, with a very generous contribution there. And for this, we're very happy. So we want to thank Jennifer Hunter and Charles Agee for being here today and for the wonderful relationship that we have with this great corporate citizen. So let's thank them today for what they do. And as has been mentioned by Lee, our partners in this area are so important to us, and we really want to highlight the fact that our Arts and Cultural District is really breaking new ground, and it's really exciting, you know, when you walk down Broad Street and you remember what it was and you see what it's becoming, and to be a part of that continuum of moving from something that was not desirable to something that is highly desirable. It really kind of gives you a good feeling to be a part of that. And as Lee mentioned, some of the great things that are happening on the street, I really am looking forward to the day when Broad Street, we'll be proud of Broad Street, which is our front door. We have to have a great Broad Street. And so it's becoming that building by building, project by project, and I am so excited about this Arts and Cultural District and all of the partners that come together to make that happen. And the city has been at the forefront in making some of these things happen, and I thought instead of reading the 5 pages that my staff gave me, I'd just give you 4 statistics that I thought were very interesting to me. Hundreds of building permits have been issued within the last several weeks that are eligible for rebates from the city. $43 million of building investment has gone into the district properties. 300 new units of housing are complete or under construction at an average size of 800 square feet, and more than 100,000 square feet of commercial space is complete or under construction. That's pretty good, isn't it? And so we're really happy about all of the good things that are happening here on Broad Street, and particularly today, we're here to thank Altria for their generous contribution, and to all of the members of the Arts and Cultural District We started this thing in 2011, and we didn't know where it would go, but from where I sit, things are looking pretty good. Thank you and good morning.
Good morning. It is really a pleasure to be here this morning and to alert everyone in the room with that loud noise. But I really do want to take the opportunity on behalf of our company to thank the mayor for your vision, your leadership, your partnership. It really is wonderful to work and to be able to support this type of initiative. If you guys would just indulge me just for a few moments, I'd like to tell you the story of Altria's decision to support the Arts and Cultural District, because I think it's important for context. It was the summer of 2012, I believe, and Charlie Agee and I had the opportunity to sit down with Peter Chapman and Byron Marshall and have a conversation about how we might be able to further support the city's economic development and revitalization plans. Now, we had just announced our $10 million investment for a naming rights agreement for the Altria Theater. So needless to say, we were looking for a smaller investment that had the opportunity to make a big impact in the area. Now, what was neat about this conversation is it really started with, what do you guys support? What are your giving areas? How do you give in these communities? And we started focusing on our support for arts and culture. We talked about what was happening here in the Arts and Cultural District. There had been a lot of progress that was made, but we really talked about the remaining need that the district had in order to reach its full potential. So for us, this felt like the right opportunity. Many of you might know we have a beautiful state-of-the-art research facility, the Altria Center for Research and Technology, not too far from here. We have hundreds of employees who work there, and so this area, our neighborhood, is important to us. Over the years, we've provided support to can't miss events here in the area. Bras Appetit is one of my favorites. I enjoy coming here with my family, as well as First Friday's art walks. Our employees have been very generous in supporting volunteer activities with beautification efforts in the area, helping with mural installations that have been done by local artists. And we recently made an announcement about our support for the Black History Museum and Cultural Center of Virginia, right up the street. So again, our support in this area felt right for us. So this last investment really deepens our investment in the revitalization of the downtown area. We believe this $200,000 investment in marketing, the murals, the facade improvements that the mayor talked about, will in fact make a big and visible impact here along Broad Street. So for us, supporting this project is absolutely the right thing for Altria as well as the city. Part of why I want to share this story with you is because I think it really demonstrates what is possible when private and public sector really come together, think creatively, and collaborate on what the opportunities really may be. All of us have an opportunity to come together and play a role in helping to shape Richmond's future. There are so many ways for us to get involved. Each of us have the opportunity to identify our own unique way to be able to get involved and contribute. But I know together we can all make a difference. This is an exciting time to live, work, and play in RVA. I thank you for the opportunity to be here this morning, and I hope you all have a great morning. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Mark Olinger. I'm Director of Planning and Development Review for the city. I'm kind of standing in for Peter today, who is out of town. As we close today's great news about Altria's gift to the city, wanted to talk about two quick things, if I might, about the programmatics for those of you who may be interested. Two departments are really kind of managing the Arts and Cultural District project. If you're in economic and community development and you're interested in microloans, artists, live, work, housing, gap financing, Ron Johnson from Economic and Community Development is over there. Be happy to talk to you after the meeting. In Planning and Development Review, which is my department, there are several things we're doing. As the mayor mentioned, expedited plan review. We have the facade improvement program, which is getting a $100,000 boost from this. So that will give us over $500,000 to fix up facades in the Arts and Cultural District. I'm very proud to say in the few months that we've actually gone live with the facade improvements, over $150,000 plus or minus has been pledged to fixing up facades in this area. So the money's going out the door. So if you're interested, please see Kathleen Onifer of my staff in the back there. She'd be happy to help you. Lastly, we also introduced last year a sidewalk cafe program. So one of the things that we've really interested in doing as a department is helping energize the streets wherever possible, getting people to engage with the street and enjoy the great architecture and businesses here. So there is the sidewalk cafe program. So in sum, I would like to thank Altria for their gift to allow us to work in partnership with Venture to make additional facade improvements a reality. Your businesses, your business owners, your property owners, you're not zoning administrators, so we're trying to streamline the process to make it easier for you to submit your idea and get under construction. 10 days on average or less for most of those permits that are coming through. That's really amazing. And we're here to help make the reality of the Arts and Cultural District shine for all of us. So thank you very much for coming today. We appreciate your attendance, and like I said, enjoy your day and look forward to talking to you soon. Oh, and by the way, 300, Matt, I'm not exactly sure what's doing, but this building is a facade recipient, and he will begin working on that shortly to really fix up this building. I think, as I told him earlier, there are buildings in the district that people will notice when the facades get improved, and I think 300 Broad will certainly be one of those, and when we're looking forward to working with him to make that reality. Thank you very much. Have a great day.